Hi, I'm Christina Giorgio and welcome back to my hair series where we're creating easy fondant hairstyles together in real time. If you stumbled on this video first, make sure you go back and watch this very first one in the series. That's where I explain the main problems people face with fondant hair and how to fix them. You'll also find my free 4-part video series linked in the description. Grab it, download this template and watch the video so you can make one of these cool mannequin heads to practice your hairstyles on. Once you've got those ready, come back and follow along with me step by step. You'll get amazing results. To do the foundation of a male hair, then we're going to need to do it a little bit thinner and add streaks on top. Start with our base, and then we can roll this out. The best way to do it is to go exactly where you want his hairline and then pull it thin around by the side of his ears. Let me just take this off because my head is super dry. I'm going to add some water, make it tacky. I'm going to bring it down here and then again I'm going to bring it and pull it and make it thin down here. This is going to give me a good foundation for a short haircut. And then we can bring it round like this and gather it up here. I want the back of my heads quite flat because I'm sitting them down, laying them flat on the table so you can see them. You can put a little bit of paste there before you add the hair on if you prefer. I'm just going to thin this out here. I want this quite fine, and you can actually cut this at the back here. I didn't actually put water there. It'll be fine to cut it. I'm going to cut in the place for the ear and then carry it on down to the back of his head here. Pull this out. You can cut off as much as you want down the back there as well. Take a little bit off. You've got quite a lot of weight of the hair at the top and then it's thinner on the sides. Now, I've kind of split it a bit there, but I can just bring it back over and soften it. That's why you want the hair to be, the fondant, for be super, super soft, because it just means you can manipulate it and put it wherever you want. So, if some of that and make it even thinner, you could just bring it up and get rid of it. Lines, some little hair lines in the hair here. I'm going to show you how to change the hairstyles based on what we add on the top. So this could always be your foundation for shorter hair. The parting is normally, well, the crown is normally here, so you can just pull out of there like that, always going to that point. Okay, right, this bit at the top. So you could do this all the way around, but you're not really going to see any of it. Just do it anyway. Yeah? Perfect. So to do a comb over, we would take a little ball of paste, roll it into a tapered sausage, and then flatten it. So this is going to go on like this. So we're going to cut in. This is going to be slightly different. Normally I bring everything to here. So we can put our first one in and then back here it's all going to go to that point. Don't want that. But now we can actually bring it along. So if we go this way, it's just going to fan out. We don't want that. We don't want it to look rugged. So we can actually go this way. You've got the way the strands go. So you pop it on like this. You would cut the part in here like this. So you can even bend that underneath, like that. And because you've done the strands that way, is just slightly cut into it with the blade and pull it out. Don't like that one. We'll take that off. But here as well, you can cut in with it with the blade. Just create a little bit of movement, again, with minimal work. And then you'd want to make sure that you've got your lines in here. Now you can add more pieces if you want to. I'm gonna chop it straight into that bit again. This one's super thin. Might want to pop that over the back there. Actually just pinch it, pull it away. Just so it looks a little bit more fuller on the top, and then maybe just to make that look nice and complete on the front there. Actually, I might want to use this thinner blade and then put your parting in again, which would be the back of the knife tool. And actually, this is quite thick, this bit here. I think I would cut into this, but make sure you cut into the point. Have to go into the point. And I might take a bit more off, so it looks a bit more natural. This time, we're gonna do a bit of a backward quiff. So you want some hair for the front. Roll a ball. And you want to make this shape. That's going to go back towards the crown, and this is the front of your hair. I'm going to do it quite thick, okay, so it's going to go here. So I'm just going to pull it out at the front. So you can lay it down like this, and then just bring it round all the way around like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just on. Then you're gonna grab your knife tool again, and we're gonna cut in back to that point. Now you wanna do this quite deep. It's nice that it's thick, because that's how you're gonna get your really nice texture in your lines. Every time we're going back to that point. So you come over here, back into that point. That's so important. If you didn't, it just would not look the same. And even these bits here, if they look, oh, I dropped this here. Even this bits here, if it looks awful, you can just go into it and reshape it. And then you just want to concentrate on the front. So doing your half little ones, not all the way around now. Just little ones in different places. And you'll notice if you go forward and then go backwards, it gives you different looks. And then you have a really cool quiff. Now you could have brought his hair more forward as well. It's quite far back. But you can bring it more forward. It's totally up to you where you put it. You can even put a little V there if he's got that hairline, so just play around with it. In fact, I might play around with it now. So I could just bring it in and push that down a little bit more. Like that. Oh yeah, I prefer that. So just go slowly and make sure you put your lines all going in one way. No crisscrossing. Need to push that down even more. So I'm actually just pushing it and pressing it so it comes further forward. So for the last one, we're gonna do spikes. So this is super simple and you can go straight from a quiff. Let's pop that back in. You're gonna grab your scissors, work from the back and literally cut some little spikes, leaving a bit of a gap. And then you go in between that gap on the next layer. In between. Even around the sides here. The smaller you do them, the more realistic it will look, really. But they don't have to be perfect. And then when you get to the end here, you just cut into it the best you can. Now it's all up in the air, that's fine if he likes the spikes so in the air. Or we can just tame it a little bit and bring it down. See, I've knocked his face out of shape, haven't I? It's crazy, isn't it? Woo! Spiky. So, then what you can do is just bring it down with the tool and bring it forward so it comes slightly over his face there. This one's quite a big spike, I could cut into that. Separate it. Make them a bit smaller. We're not looking for Sonic the Hedgehog, are we? There you go. I quite like it. A couple more little snips. Super quick. And easy. I bet you've created something amazing that you're super proud of. But I hate to break it to you, there is no amount of great hair that can save a very scary face or a body that's out of proportion. You've got to get the basics right. Don't get me wrong, this has been a fabulous start. Learning to use your hands, your tools, and working with paste. But if you really want to nail the foundations of modelling, grab my free 4-part video series. And if you love these kind of tips and want behind the scenes extras and resources that you're not going to find anywhere else, come and join us in the Cake Creators Club. Everything's linked below. And if you're ready for the next hairstyle, it's right here in this video. I'll see you there.